As a plant that thrives in warm climates like Texas or Louisiana, okra can be somewhat of a mystery to Midwest gardeners. You might wonder how to grow this pod-like vegetable, and then you might wonder what to do with it once it's harvested. Okra is getting more popular, and as more people have discovered that they like it, the plant has steadily migrated northward. The rise in okra's marketability has presented an opportunity to growers like Greg Hoffman, someone who has reluctantly inherited the title of okra growing expert.
Definitely not an expert in okra, but I do grow okra primarily because people have asked me to grow it for them. Make sure I'm picking good ones as well.
Despite his modesty, Greg is indeed an expert in many things.
Snake gourd hanging on this one.
He owns and operates Hoffman Produce Farm in Waterloo. When it comes to the idea of locally grown, Greg embodies the mantra as faithfully as he can.
All of our products are sold within 12 miles of the farm. We're interested in taking care of people right near us. We grow a wide variety of crops, everything from zucchini to hot peppers, sweet peppers, apples, pears. Things we wouldn't see at the grocery store, let's put it that way. So there's some very interesting crops out in the field.
In some ways, growing okra is easy. It will tolerate poor soils, low moisture, weeds, and pests. But okra is also a demanding plant when it comes to heat and sunshine. The general rule of thumb is, if you can grow corn in your area, then you can grow okra. So Iowa seems like a natural fit.
First time I started out with okra, we direct seeded it into the field, and by the time it came up, the weeds were up, and I didn't have any okra. So I mean, we started with nothing but failure. Okra plant, it's a tall, stately plant most years. I mean, it can grow 6, 8 feet tall. You have to reach sometimes for it. This year, it's not so tall because of the way the weather conditions are. It's not a pleasant crop when it's short like this. When it gets taller, it's not so bad if you can stand up. Harvesting okra, if you think of it kind of like green beans, you really need to go out there every 2 or 3 days to harvest it so it doesn't over mature. The one hiding down here at the bottom. We'll try to break that one. It won't break. We'll try to snap it. You can see the fiber in it. It won't come apart well. So we don't want that. Where these younger ones like this, the tip's very flexible. If we break that tip, it breaks off nice and clean. And we can also feel it's tender in the midribs. So that's their ideal condition. You got your scissors?
I'm not using my scissors. I don't normally use my scissors.
I do. One of the drawbacks to picking okra is the fact that it will make your hands itch. There's not a lot you can do unless you want to wear gloves. The problem with wearing gloves, it reduces your dexterity and the feel to whether or not the okra is good or bad. You just gotta kind of put up with it a little bit, and after a little bit, the itching goes away, so it's not too bad.
Okra may have its quirks, but that shouldn't discourage you from trying to grow it. With a little care and patience, you'll be rewarded with a versatile veggie that works in any number of dishes.